Hey guys, Kevin the Magic back again, and wanted to do another update video on my new $10 account, and just to give some advice to where I think the new users should go next. So to kind of just do a real quick recap of what we've done so far on this account, we went ahead, we bought our spell book, so we put our $10 in so we can earn. We've been playing some ranked matches. We've earned some glint. We've gone to the reward shop. And basically what we have focused on right now is doing common and rare draws. So we've ignored the randomness of the loot chests. So what have we so far purchased? One of the things that we have been able to do on this account is we have joined a guild, Yank Squadron. We've gone through 2 guild brawls. We've earned enough merits to, let's go to the guild shop. So let's go to guild, let's go to buildings. So in Gang Squadron, one of the buildings, or whatever guild you're in, you can go to the store and you can purchase some items when you visit the store. One of the things that you can get for every 2,000 merits is you can get something called a Gladius case. And this is just like a pack of cards, like Chaos Legion or Rebellion or some of the other packs in game. You can open this pack and you will get 5 cards. One of the cards is guaranteed to be at least a rare. So rare can be signified in the center here. You can see how this is blue compared to white. So blue signifies that this is a rare card. This is a common card. So you can see we have a few collection of cards here that we have started. Each of these cards will have an ability called Bloodlust. What that is when this monster deals a killing blow, all of its stats will increase by 1. So as you can imagine, these cards become pretty powerful pretty quickly once they start getting some kills in. So that's one of the things that we've earned on the account. Previous episodes, we have bought some cards. So one of the things that I did is I bought common and rare starter cards. So instead of having starter cards where you're really not getting any glint bonuses for using them, actually you're getting a penalty for using starter cards, we went ahead and we bought a lot of the 1, 2, 3 cent cards. Some of the cards were a little bit more. I think the Guardian was like 8 or 9 cents. But we went through, we bought some Chaos Legion cards and some reward cards. Next is for Rebellion. Let's just look at core. So went ahead and have bought some Rebellion cards, mostly commons, a couple of rares. We'll go through strategy in a little bit of what I think you should get with those going forward. But our main focus right now has been on just playing the game, earning glint, and getting some reward cards. So these are the reward cards that we've earned so far. We haven't gotten any gold cards yet. For commons, there's 12 commons in the set. So far we've earned 11 of the 12. We've even managed to level one of them up, the Chaos Evoker, to level 2. Now one thing that you need to know is if you're a new player, for common cards, you level them by combining. So you start at level 1 with your 1 card. Once you hit 5 cards, you can combine them, and this now becomes level 2, which means the abilities will increase on the card. For this card in particular, once it goes from level 1 to 2, it gains an additional health. And you can see as you go up in levels, it takes more and more cards to combine to hit a max level. And with commons, it takes 400 of a common card to reach max level. Now, to be able to play the cards at these levels, what you need to do is you need to have a higher level summoner. So your summoners are not found in the reward set, but there are summoners in the core set. And there's a couple different options I think being a new player you can focus on. One are the common summoners. The way you can tell this is a summoner card is it will not have any stats. It will not have like health. It will not have an attack or a speed. You know, it'll look just kind of plain. So summoners are the same as cards where they level up. A common summoner, as you can see, just like a normal card, will go from level 1 to 10. And what this dot means right here and these numbers, this is the level of that particular rarity card that you can summon. So if you have a level 1 common summoner, you can cast any rarity card at level 1. Let's say, for example, like we showed, we have a level 2 common. Well, for me to be able to use that level 2 common, I have to have a level 2 common summoner, and that will allow me to play level 2 commons and level 2 rares. So just starting this account, this is kind of what we want to shoot for. We want to get our summoners, if we go the route of common summoners, we want to get at least level 2 so that we can start using our commons and rares that have leveled to 2. But it's going to take 5 copies of that. So if we go to the for sale tab to just kind of look in the market and see what these are going for, I sort by cheapest price. We can see, so this Zedica card that we own one of, to buy 4 more copies to get it to level 2 is going to cost currently $1.31. So that is one option for leveling your summoners. Another option is to rent. If you want to go the rental route, you can look and see what the cheapest rental price is. So right now, if you want to spend just 1 DEC a day, you could actually get a level 3 summoner, which would allow you to cast up to level 3 commons, level 2 rares, 2 epics, and then 1 legendary. So the route I'm going on this account and what I plan on doing is buying, but definitely renting is a much cheaper option. And it also is a good idea if you are new to the game and just kind of want to get a feel for the card and if you like it before you actually purchase it. With me, I have played this game enough to know, which cards I kind of want to target, and I feel more comfortable buying a card than maybe a new player would. But definitely look at the rental market. It is very cheap, even with very limited funds. You're able to rent some decently leveled cards. And as you can see here, it'll show you like the cost per day if you go to the card rental market, and it'll show you all the different cards. You can sort, of course, by if you're just looking for summoners, you can click on summoner, click off a rarity. This will show you all the summoners in Rebellion, the core set, and how much they cost each day to rent these cards. But like that being said, what I like to do is I like to purchase. So let's go back to items. So these are the summoners that I purchased so far on the account. So I've got 1 rare summoner, Prophet Rosa. It's at level 1, and I've bought a single copy of these 2 summoners. So to talk about summoners a little bit more, there's a couple different ways you can look at this. You can look at Prophet Rosa. Now it's a rare summoner. Now what that means is the rarity means it's a little bit harder to pull in packs. But another thing is it only maxes at level 8, not level 10 like a common. And if you level this up from 1 to 2, now instead of only being able to cast level 2 commons and 2 rares, now you're able to cast level 3 commons and also level 2 epics. So in the long run, maybe it is better to get a rare summoner over a common summoner. It takes 5 cards, so it takes the same amount of cards as a common to go from 1 to 2, but your benefits are a little bit higher than with a common card. So it just depends how you want to do it. Another thing to look at as well is this summoner will only cast cards from the Water Splinter, where if you look at these cards, you see how they have the 2 symbols in the top right. This means you can cast cards from these 2 splinters. So this card is cheaper. This card allows you to cast 2 splinters, but this card does not give any bonuses. It only allows you to cast these 2 splinters. So what I would say as a new player is kind of experiment, see which splinters you like to play. If there's like 1 or 2 that you really like to play, maybe go for those rare summoners. You're probably looking at about $2 to $2.50 to level 1 to level 2. As you can see, a Prophet Rosa, if you're just starting from scratch, it's going to cost right around $2 to get that summoner to level 2. If you go to the market and we just look at rare summoners, there's 1 available for each of the 5 splinters, and they range in price from 35 cents for fire all the way up to 95 cents for the life splinter. So that's one way you can look at it. Me personally, I'm going to probably go for Prophet Rosa and Fabino, getting 5 copies of each so I can get these to level 2. That's my plan. I also plan on buying the common summoners, because I think the common summoners are very powerful, especially for a new player, because for one, they're pretty inexpensive. In the beginning, you're only going to need 1 of these, They allow you to cast cards from 2 different spinners, so this is going to allow you to play more cards from your collection, because right now, being a new player, you're going to have a very limited pool of cards to choose from. So if you can choose from 2 spinners, that's really going to help. And the long run, what I would like to do is I would like to get these to level 3. So that's kind of the focus for a new player getting started. Get your rare summoners to level 2 or your common summoners to level 3, so you can kind of hit this target right here. So you can cast 3 commons, 2 rares, 2 epics, and a legendary. I would say that's a very good foundation going forward. So with that being said, what cards should you focus on buying other than summoners? 2 ways to look at that. At the recording right now, it is February 21st, 2025. In a couple of months, all the cards from this set, Chaos Legion and Rift Watchers, all these cards will no longer be playable in Modern. But you will be able to use these cards for the most part in your guild brawls. Now there are some rule sets in your guild brawls and your frays where you can only use cards from Rebellion, or you can only use, gold foil cards, that kind of thing. But there are frays where you can play some of the cards from your Chaos Legion collection. So don't feel like you must, completely avoid Chaos Legion. So a couple ways you can look at it. You can look at Chaos Legion, and you can go to the shop, and let's go look at just regular Chaos Legion cards. So what you can do is you can start filling out your collection if you're on a budget, and maybe look at some of the epic cards. Currently, I've bought a couple of the epics. I believe I've bought Lava Launcher. I think I've bought Revealer and Uraeus. So if there's cards here that you enjoy playing, definitely don't feel like you can't buy these. You can play these in guild brawls. Going forward, I think what you should concentrate on is probably Rebellion. And my advice would be to go to the core Rebellion set, regular foil, common, and start with one of each of the summoner. And also I would get, if not all, most of just one copy of each common. And the reason being, when Chaos Legion rotates out, your collection is really going to shrink. So it is better now to at least get one of each card. At least you have something to play. Worry about leveling it up later. Because in the lower levels, going up 1 or 2 is really not going to make a huge amount of difference for most cards. Now some it will. Let's say you have a single copy of Chaos Orc. These are the stats it's going to have. To go from 1 to 2, the only thing you're gaining is 1 more health. So if you're on a budget, if you just want to do this free to play, you don't want to put a lot of money in the game, I would say definitely just get one of each common card from Rebellion. And then for your rares, rares are pretty affordable too. I mean, you can see the beginning rares are, 12 to 15, up to 20 cents, very affordable. Usually your summoners are the most expensive cards. Sometimes if there's cards in a certain rarity that are pretty powerful, these will be some of the more expensive ones. But as you can see, you're going anywhere from 12 to 14 cents up to $1.68 for the most expensive rare. So definitely get one of each common. If there's a certain splinter you like playing, focus on that first. Like if you enjoy playing the water splinter, that is going to have the blue symbol in the upper right. Then definitely, if you want to check out Pirate of 8, Sea Dog of 8, the Magus, that type of thing, get those first and then fill out the rest of your collection. But I would say that would be a good starting goal moving forward with your collection. You've played the game, you've got a little bit familiar with the rule sets, with the abilities. Now to kind of flesh out your collection to the next level, get one of each common card, one of each rare from Rebellion, and start figuring out which summoners you enjoy playing. For those splinters, get those first. And then just to kind of round out your collection, get one of each common splinter summoner and one of each rare summoner. So that would be my advice for your next step for your account. Now, if you're going to play the account the way that I'm playing it, where I'm not putting any outside funds into the game, it may be a little bit difficult, because what I am doing is I am buying packs off of another website called Hive. And then I'm sending those packs in game, selling them for a little bit more, and making a little DEC. If that is a route you're not comfortable taking, I would say that you can put small amounts of money into the game and grow your account pretty quickly at the beginning level. Like you spent $10 on your spellbook. If like once a month you want to spend, another $10, as you can see, you can go to the market. You can get one of each of these cards pretty easily, I would say, for under 10 bucks. And you can probably get one of each rare along with it for pretty close to that budget. So you can grow your collection pretty quickly at a low level without spending a lot of money in the game. So that's all I have for you in this episode. Hope you are enjoying Splinterlands. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to answer them as quickly as I can. Hope you're enjoying the game. And until next time, stay the course, keep on forging, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Take care.